And welcome back. It's 1:44 on this Friday, and we want to check in Egan because we know that training camp has been going on, and every day we are so hungry for any information, any little breadcrumb tidbit from training camp to see how things are going. So our Pierre Noujaim has taken a little break here between, I guess, like hearing from folks and practice coming up. You found a little time. Thank you so much.
It's good to be with you, Amy, as always.
All right, what can you tell us? Anybody talking today? Anybody doing anything noteworthy?
Well, we just heard from Kevin O'Connell just moments ago, and if you're waiting for an update on Justin Jefferson's status, you're going to have to probably be waiting a little bit longer because the latest with him is that he has been evaluated, but he's coming along in terms of the checkpoints, as Kevin O'Connell described it. He's met those checkpoints, but there's no indication that he's going to be getting back to the football field anytime soon. He's been out there with the guys, but in terms of actually practicing and getting back into his normal routine, that still sounds like it's going to be a little bit of time before he gets back to that. That is the latest update so far with Justin Jefferson at this point.
Okay. Do we know what's going down at practice here coming up? It's usually 2:30, something like that. They hit the field.
Yeah, around 2:30 is when the guys start to get out there, start stretching a little bit, and then about, after a few individual drills, we'll start to get going one more time here in pads. But these guys have been at it all week, and it's been defensively, they have looked as sound as it gets. It's been a struggle so far at times for J.J. McCarthy in this offense. And I think that's what everybody's kind of waiting to see when they will take that next step. Now, of course, they're not fully healthy along the offensive line. We've seen Christian Darrisaw out there. We've seen Will Fries out there from time to time. But in terms of 100% health from left tackle to right tackle, we still haven't seen that. We don't know when we're going to get that yet either. So Christian Darrisaw is still a wait and see. It's good to see him out there, but in terms of him being ready to play week one, we still don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, it felt like it probably wouldn't be. I guess the speculation at the end of the season would be. So we always ask about, we talk about J.J. McCarthy. He's kind of the marquee player that everybody wants to know about because there still are a lot of unknowns, and you hear little bits. And I've heard from Dawn now, I've heard from Jimmy, I've heard from Ahmad, but I have not had a chance yet to talk to you to see what you have seen, what any kind of insight that you're gleaning from his time here so far.
Well, I certainly think progress is being made. I definitely think that he is getting better day in and day out. But in terms of, lighting the world on fire or looking like the best player in camp, that's not necessarily the case. And that's honestly, that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that in terms of a young quarterback still trying to learn this offense and playing, in a scheme that has been complicated in the past for some people. But he's about where I expect him to be, and we've seen him make some great throws. We've seen him make some great decisions. We've also seen him be intercepted a couple of times. So it's the growing pains that you want to have happen in training camp, and I don't think that there's any cause for alarm with him by any means at this point. I'll kind of have a better idea, I think, when we see him in preseason action to see how it's maybe starting to translate a little bit. But as far as progress, I think progress is being made every single day by him going up against this defense. I mean, this defense is savage. It really is. So he's about where I expect him to be at this point.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And expectations are so high, and I think we just got to all just chill out a little bit and let the guy. He's putting in the work. We know that. So we'll see how that plays out. All right. Anything else before we cut you loose?
Well, what a day it was in baseball yesterday, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I mean,
you have 20 more minutes? My gosh.
Yeah, goodness. I mean, listen, if we could divert for just a moment, I don't know if I've ever been part of a day like yesterday.
Really?
I've been part of some trade deadlines in the past, but I don't think I've ever been a part of a day like what we saw yesterday. And I know there's a lot of Twins fans that are up in arms today over the note that Derek Falvey put out there to season ticket holders. I know a lot of people are up in arms about that and not too pleased with that. But this sport and this business in terms of Major League Baseball, it's a finicky one. Patience is going to have to be preached at times, because when you get guys in return that are young, that haven't really broken into the big leagues yet, like he said yesterday, Derek Falvey, nobody knew who Johan Duran was when he came back in the deal. Nobody knew who Joe Ryan was when he came back in that deal. Hopefully they find those type of quality players in these minor leaguers that they traded for yesterday, but if you're a Twins fan right now, I feel for you. In terms of where's the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm not even sure some of them see the tunnel at all at this point.
Yeah.
So this sale is going to have to go through sooner or later, and I know everybody is hoping it's sooner because I'm not so sure how this team can operate given the business predicament that they are currently in right now. Something is going to have to get done, but it's up to the poll lads at this point in terms of when they want to sell and what they want to sell it for. And it's their team, it's their discretion. And sorry to say, Twins fans are kind of stuck in the middle until that thing goes through.
I know it. It's a business. We were slapped across the head yesterday and reminded that this is a business. So, all right, Pierre, thank you. Have fun at training camp, and we'll talk to you a little bit later tonight.
Oh, thanks, Sammy.
Okay, see ya.